I'm Joe Mantini, editor of Packaging Technology Today, here with Miles Kroner, the business manager for Vision and Track and Trace Solutions at Mettler, Toledo, for another thought leadership interview and discussion on vision inspection. Miles, can we start by you maybe giving a little bit of a brief overview of Mettler Toledo and what they offer their customers?
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Good morning, Joan. So Mettler Toledo is a global producer of precision instruments and services for use in laboratories and manufacturing. I personally am a part of our product inspection division, where we primarily focus on inline metal detection, check weighing, X-ray, track and trace, and vision inspection solutions.
Great. So let's talk a little bit more about these vision inspection, that component and what it can do for businesses.
Yeah, sure. So first off, I'll just start off with a high-level explanation of what we mean with vision inspection. So vision solutions combine camera technologies, lighting technologies, and software algorithms to inspect products for defects in their packaging. And for us, our core competencies really come down to a handful of inspection families. So that would be label inspection, ensuring that the correct label has been applied and that there are no defects in said label. Code verification, helping ensure that the alphanumeric codes, such as a date lot code or the barcodes, 1D or 2D barcodes, are readable and also correct. Help ensure that the cap is applied correctly and there's no defects in that overall application process. Help ensure that there's no contamination in sealed products. And then we have a little bit of a catch-all bucket called an integrity check, helping ensure that there's no defects in any of the overall packaging solution. Okay,
great. That kind of rolls right into this next question that I had for you on how can vision inspection be used to increase productivity and meet retailer requirements?
Yeah, sure. So vision in general is a very valuable tool in preventing recalls. And I'll expand a little bit more on that later on, but that's the big bad wolf that everybody wants to avoid, understandably so. But in addition to recall prevention, one of the big strengths and importance of implementing a vision inspection solution really comes down to rework prevention. And what we mean by rework prevention is essentially, if you can imagine, manufacturers are running product A, and they're running down the line until some clever operator takes a look at the product that they're running and says, oh, shoot, we're running the wrong product. We need to stop. And if you can imagine, that's a fairly large exercise to determine, hey, when did this happen? How long has it happened for? How far down the supply chain have we been shipping or providing this wrong product? And then doing their due diligence, their paperwork that whole time, and resources that go into collecting all the bad product and then reworking that bad product. That can be hours, days, thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. And by implementing a vision inspection solution, you can help catch those types of mix-up immediately. So rather than thousands of products getting through, you can detect it right after that first initial mix-up, which is invaluable in some respects. That not only saves money, but also helps increase productivity and uptime on the manufacturer lines. And then, of course, from an ROI standpoint, vision inspection solutions also help reallocate manual inspection. So oftentimes, our customers will have an individual or maybe multiple individuals who are manually inspecting these products for defects, which is a fairly tedious and almost impossible job to do well. And that's where a vision inspection solution can help allow those customers to reallocate those resources.
Right. And that kind of goes hand in hand too. But if you want to elaborate a little bit more on how vision inspection can really protect brands.
Yeah, sure. So this is what I was alluding to on the for the recall front. So if you look at, surprisingly enough, if you look at FDA recalls over the past decade or so, the numbers and the percentages vary slightly, but there's a very large portion of FDA recalls that still happen due to label mix-up and then also undeclared allergens. And so vision solutions can help prevent all of these. So in my mind, my simple mind, it's a no-brainer to, hey, invest up front to install a vision solution and help avoid these types of deadly recalls. Because as we all know, and we all read in the paper, you know, if there's a recall around your brand, it's going to be a significant cost upwards in the millions, impacting those businesses. So that's
That
a
PR
huge,
lingers.
yeah,
That
right.
PR really lingers too.
Yeah, and obviously that's worst case scenario, right? So that's when the bad product reaches the shelves. But bad product can also reach retailers. So for our customers who have customers, right? So they are vendors to other industries and other manufacturing sites. They can allow vision, or they can leverage vision inspection systems to prevent bad product reaching the retailer site. So we don't hear about that, but hey, when they deliver bad product to those retailers, that dramatically impacts their brands, right? It can impact their bottom line, and they can also lose the business if they are repeated offenders from those retailers. Not to mention, retailers typically hit those individuals with fines if they do deliver faulty or defective solutions.
Right, right. So with these solutions, what new technologies are being integrated for better quality and a better vision inspection process?
Yeah, sure. So what we're focusing on is really leveraging the product handling solutions that we have to further industrialize the overall equipment. So leveraging our smart camera technologies, also leveraging a wide variety of product handling. So think conveyors, product rejection systems, to industrialize the overall solution as a whole, and then also decrease the footprint. So the name of the game is obviously bigger, faster, smaller, faster, and more capabilities from a vision front. So we're doing that not only from a standalone vision solution standpoint, where we're trying to harmonize that and have that be a key differentiator from just purely our vision solutions, but we're also doing that by leveraging and combining our vision technology with our sister technologies. So having combination products with vision and say check weighing, metal detection, and x-ray.
Great. So can you tell me what aspects these companies need to consider when implementing a new vision inspection solution?
Yeah. So probably the biggest downfall that I've seen from poorly implemented vision projects is just not being holistic when evaluating, hey, what goes into a vision inspection solution. So it's a lot more than just a camera, right? When people think vision, they think camera. Right. Which I don't fault them for. That's a key component, but there's a lot more that goes into it. So there's the vision portion, which is the camera. There's the software and the usability of the interface. There's a lighting solution to help ensure that the image that gets referenced and inspected is of top quality. And then there's a lot additional points that go into it as well from a product handling standpoint. So product speed, product spacing, product vibrations, ambient light, product rejection. So that's just to name a few. So there is a lot of aspects that go into implementing a successful vision application, vision solution, that needs to be considered upfront and help ensure that, hey, we do our due diligence, and Mettler Toledo can partner with these customers to help ensure that they check all their boxes. So when the vision inspection solution gets implemented, it's successful not only in the first weeks, but also the following years to decades.
Right. Well, that will kind of bring us into like a final question here about if somebody's interested in implementing solutions, where can they go to learn more about these solutions that fit their needs, and maybe who should they talk to?
Yeah, sure. So we have local representatives that will gladly pick up the phone and help answer some of the questions to get the ball rolling. But if customers or anyone listening to this wants to do kind of high level research on their own, probably the first stop would be our website, mt.com. You can click then on the product inspection division. But if you're more of a visual learner, you can also visit our YouTube channel at Mettler Toledo Product Inspection. There you'll have a wide variety of educational videos as well as case study videos, not only for vision inspection, but also for our metal detection, check weighing, and x-ray and track and trace solutions.
The whole kit and caboodle.
Whole gamut, yeah.
That's great. Well, thank you so much, Miles, for talking to us today and letting us learn a little bit more about what's going on your side of things with the vision inspection. And we look forward to watching and seeing what's coming up in the future for Mettler Toledo in this area.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me, Joan. Take care.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks.